All right. Hey everyone, welcome to Taihus vlog entry number 4. I don't know if you count the Cornell entry. Anyways, so yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm finally settling in. I've got to stop turning off to the side there. It's an old habit. Avoid eye contact. Not good, especially in my line of work. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Through editing the first 2 entries, I noticed that I really hadn't clarified. Well, I mean, kind of did, but you had to be really following me closely to actually figure out what I was talking about. So here, let's just a quick clarification. What am I doing here? So my job is a historical interpreter at Barkerville Historic Town, specifically in the Chinatown section. I am, not like my position, the part I'm playing is of teacher Zhou Ruoyu, who's a fictional character, at least fictional as far as I know. He might be based on some other characters, some possibly tutors that one of the Chinese families in the town would have hired for their kids. But basically, as far as I know, I am entirely a fictional character, and I give Chinese lessons to any passing tourists. My classes aren't nearly as tough on the kids as the classes in the Victorian English classroom that's down the road from my classroom, because people come, they actually want to learn some Chinese. They don't want to learn what classrooms were like at that time period, because hey, that's what the Victorian classroom is for. And plus, I'm like the Chinatown historical interpretation time period is a little, it's more turn of the century, early 1900s instead of mid 1800s, which is what the European town is. Women still wore hoops in their dresses. Up here, we're a little more modern. So, how am I doing on the job so far? Well, I've got the script pretty much down. I know what exactly I need to teach. I've kind of got a bit of a routine now. I still need to work a lot on my delivery. I mean, as you may have noticed, when I'm nervous, when I'm excited, I can be a bit of a motor mouth. I just the words come and I just start spitting them out all like this, constantly. Talking really, really fast. I trip over my own words sometimes. I need to work on my pacing, my delivery, generally how I interact with my students. That said, being able to talk fast is sort of beneficial because I can get a lot of information out in a short amount of time, and I've only got 45 minutes, can only go maybe 5 minutes over, so this and that, talk fast, not too fast, make sure what's important is getting to the students, that kind of thing. Anyways, I think I might give you an apartment tour, but I'll use my phone instead. It's because it's a little easier. Wave that thing around instead of trying to move my entire laptop to get the webcam to look at things. Yeah, that's better. And so, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a time when it's like the entire world's trying to tell you something? It could be a massive coincidence. It could be that suddenly everything that you read, that you see, that you hear is telling you that, oh, you should be this is something you need to know. This is what you need to be doing in your life. Or maybe it's just that's already on your mind. And then it's just suddenly you start noticing everything that has to do with that thing that's on your mind. See what I mean about motor mouth? Anyways, it's everything for the last few months is everything in my life has been telling me, hey, wake up. The problem isn't that you haven't found what you want to do in life. The problem is you're not doing anything, period. I know I kind of touched upon that on entry number 1, but I think it might be a good idea to have a more concise version of that right here. I mean, I had a really great conversation with Capri, who's the other person who's also working in the Chinatown section of Barkerville, and she's a ballet dancer, and but she ended up doing this job because she just as she told me, she figured out that it's not so much that she's naturally talented at being a dancer, it's that she's figured out how to really apply herself to something. She sees something, she's like, okay, I'm going to do that, and then she works her ass off until she can do it, which is why she now knows like Tai Chi and flamenco dancing apparently is not because she really wanted to do flamenco, but because she's like, hey, let's try doing flamenco, let's see if I can like, pick it up like I picked up other stuff, and I guess that worked. And I mean, those of you who know me, I've told you about how enthusiastic I am about how big of a fan I am of the webcomic Kill 6 Billion Demons. And I mean, that comic, that whole world has this whole theme of self-actualization and reinventing yourself, going through it. And just, I mean, a lot of things. I have notes here. I didn't write any of that down. Story of my life. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it isn't so much the fact that I'm not naturally good at the things that I need to do for this job. It's more that, no one starts out naturally good at anything, and it's all about what you end up doing, what you just choose to put effort into, where your inclination ends up taking you, that shapes how good you are at something. And so if I don't want the next few months to be an utter misery, the secret is to just get off my ass and work at it, and and just keep on improving, keep on figuring out what can I do to be better at this. And I will at some point reach a point where I'm like, hey, I'm suddenly good at this job. I mean, it probably won't come until right before the end of my time here, but hey, if I can become better at public speaking, if I can become better at presenting things to people, that's a win-win. That's big transferable skills right there. And I mean, just being personable, a personable person. I'm not, at least, I don't consider myself a personable person, but you know what? I can work on it. Maybe that's what this vlog is about. I don't know what this vlog is about. It's just me talking to the goddamn internet at large. Hey guys, I hope I'm entertaining you. Are you not entertained? Yeah. I hit a dead end there. Talk to you guys next vlog. Visit my blog, raincoastgamer.com. If you like these videos, leave a like. If you don't like them, leave a dislike. Write in the comments if you really want to. As a reminder, if you know me, don't use my real name in the comments. I use my real name in one of the videos I recorded on here. I'm going to have to go and bleep it out. Anyways. Ta-da. TTYL. All that stuff. Why are you still watching? Jesus Christ.